Search me, lead me. Christ is the King of peace. Luke 11:24-26. The Daily Devotional. On this day, 101 years ago, the world declared peace, ending the First World War. It was memorable for me as my father had been drafted in order to report to the train station that morning, only to be told to go home as the war was over. No one thought that there would ever be a war like that again, and yet there was. A few years ago, because of a war in one part of the world that made people wonder if it, too, would become a world war. One of my young students asked why people fought with one another. Another of my students, a girl 9 years old, said, "It's because people like power." Pretty astute for a 9-year-old. What about us? Do we need power? Are there elements in us that we would rather not acknowledge? God knows us completely. He knows our thoughts, our fears, our dreams, our hopes, and He knows our faults and failings, our angers and jealousies. This psalm asks God to search our hearts and to root out any wickedness that we find and lead us in the path He has planned for us since we were knit in our mother's womb. If we are to see the end to war, we need to root out hatred and jealousy, the need for power and greed. We need to replace them with the will to acknowledge that each and every one of us is made in the image and likeness of God, and that we all have the right to live in peace. Christ is the King of peace, and yet we Christians are not always peaceful images of Christ in today's world. Let us work a little harder to love one another and bring justice to a world that is in desperate need of it. Today's prayer. Lord, you know our hearts. Help each of your children turn their hearts to justice, peace, and love. Amen. Thank you for listening to the Daily Devotional. May you have yourself a blessed week.